here are 3 things that I found as an introvert made me a much better public speaker. Firstly, don't move around too much when you're speaking. The caveman part of your brain wants to run away, and it's as much as your normal brain can do to try and stop it. So sometimes you get a bit of leakage, and that is how you end up moving around. If you stay planted to the floor and tell yourself, this is where I'm standing and I will be heard. Second tip, do not, for God's sake, practice in front of a mirror. Why would you practice in front of the one person who is most critical of your performance, yourself? Much better than that, I'd recommend you try and practice in a big room if that is where you're going to be delivering your speech. You don't have to have an audience, but speaking in a bigger room makes you project your voice right to the very corner, which is much better practice than speaking in front of a mirror right in front of your face. Last and best tip, learn your lines. Public speaking and advocacy are basically just forms of acting. You may not believe in yourself. You may not even believe in what it is that you have to say. But the audience needs to think that they can believe in you. Now, the reason why us ordinary mortals can believe that an actor is whoever they pretend to be that day is because they look convincing. Now, who would you be more convinced by? Someone who stands there reading their lines off a sheet? Or the person who appears so comfortable that they can just produce what it is they have to say off by heart? Now, I'm not suggesting that you learn everything 100% off by heart, because we just haven't all got time for that. But if you learn key phrases or moments within your speech, you can use these as a kind of skeleton, which you can then flesh out by referring to your written speech whenever you need to. This is not only good for the way that the audience perceives you, it's also an amazing confidence trick. You'll feel so much more confident if you go into that speech already knowing at least part of what it is that you're going to say. You spend a lot less time focusing on the audience and more time focusing on what it is that you know you've memorized. This makes you feel much, much better, and it makes you look much better to the audience. So that's 3 hopefully helpful tips about public speaking or advocacy if you're new to it. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then please consider checking out my channel.